If you asked me this a few years ago, I'd say the world maybe wasn't ready for resonance. I stood up in the cafe, he put a sock on me. I need to think, because I've got so many words for it, but one word would be phenomenon. I think the proof's in the pudding.
Who are you?
I'm Barnie Power, I'm a friend of Luke's, and I am an entrepreneur.
Could you tell us, how did your journey with resonance begin?
So it started meeting Luke in a cafe, just having a conversation, having a catch up, going through things, and he asked to show me something. I think at that point I stood up in the cafe, he put a sock on me and done a few balance tests with me. I think I was probably quite a skeptic at that point, and I wanted to try and understand what was happening. I didn't have a clue what was going on at that point. All I knew is I could feel something. I couldn't explain it, didn't know what it was, but Luke's passion behind it and the feeling I had behind it, I just knew I had to get involved.
When Luke pitched resonance to you, What was your initial reaction?
Well, first of all, I don't think it was a pitch. I don't think Luke was after anything when I spoke to him. I think he was just showing me the effects of what it does.
Yeah.
And it was me that probably pitched Luke to be involved, if I'm completely honest with you. I'd never seen or felt anything like it, and I knew that I had to be behind it to whatever capacity it looked like. And it was probably me that pitched the idea of getting behind the business to Luke.
What does resonance mean to you?
It can mean everything. It could be something that changed people's lives. It could be something that improves people's day-to-day mobility, pain, performance. I think the list of what it could mean to me is endless.
What is your vision for resonance? Where do you see resonance?
That question's hard because I've seen it affect so many people and I've seen what it can do. I have to sometimes slow my brain down a little bit because I really believe this go to the moon. I think it's there for everybody to see. I think once you get your hand on something and you can feel what it does to you, I think you'd be of the same opinion that this has no limit and it really can change lives.
Who do you see benefiting most from resonance?
I think there's two sides of that. I think there's a performance side where any athletes, or whether you just go to the gym, it'll be worth wearing. But I think the side that's really exciting is helping people that are in pain with mobility. I think we've all seen the effects it has, and as still has with people once they try it once. We've seen all sort of hand issues, we've seen shoulder issues, we've seen people with issues in their feet, knees, and we've seen the effects it has on people. And I think the most exciting part about it is helping people with not just disabilities, but pain issues, mobility issues. That's what's really exciting.
What about your first experience made you believe in the brand?
Probably Luke more than anything else. I think anyone that's met him or knows Luke can see not only just his values, but how he is as a person and his morals, and he's not thinking about money, he's actually thinking about changing people's lives. And I think that's really clear from the outset. As soon as you sit down with Luke, it's not a financial thing with him. He knows my daughter's autistic and we've been doing things to try and help my daughter. He actually just wants to do good. And I think that bit, in business, sometimes you got to bet on the jockey, not just the horse. And Luke's definitely someone that you wanted to be steering a company like this.
How do you think the world would change if everyone had access to resonance?
Good question. If you asked me this a few years ago, I'd say the world maybe wasn't ready for resonance. I think over the last few years, and recovery being so big, people wearing these bands, I think now the world is ready for it. And if everyone has access to it, then no one would leave the house without wearing it. That's what I honestly believe.
Where would you say you see it in 5 years? From where it is today, obviously, we've just had our first samples back.
Yeah.
You know, you being the first investor, and now there's other investors on board, where do you see it in 5 years?
It's hard because there's nothing to compare it to. You see of companies like Gymshark, Lululemon, these companies that have grown so rapidly over the last few years that are worth billions of pounds, but what actually do they do apart from look good? We're able to give you something that's actually making a difference, whether that's mobility or performance. Our clothes actually add value and do something different rather than look good. So where can it be in 5 years' time? It could be worth billions and billions and billions, but more importantly, it could be really helping people's lives.
How about a sentence for resonance?
I think the best way that I'll put it is it will change the way people look at apparel.
And could you describe resonance in one word?
One word. I need to think because I've got so many words for it, but one word would be phenomenon.